Or I think it's something like that, isn't it? I mean, it's been a while. So, anyways, just kidding. How's it going, guys? I've I've been live a couple times in the last few days or so. Well, last week I should say. Just kind of catching up with everybody, talking about what's going on, talking about some of the projects I've got going on. Again, this won't be an MCOC video, but awesome path. How's it going, man? Um, I apologize. I know you guys are so used to MCOC content, and I will get back to that. Like I've said before, like I said a week ago, my entire plan is in September. I'm not going to guarantee you guys a date by any means, but in September, I will be returning to MCOC content. I have a few things planned, I have a few things coming up that I'm working on getting towards. Some of it, funding is an issue, but only at the moment. Nathaniel, nice to see you. How's it going, my man? Um, but right now, I really honestly just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys and talk about everything that's going on, talk about where I'm at with things, talk about some of the holdups on a couple things. I've got quite a bit going on, like I said. We are looking at the idea that I am going to um, be putting out quite a bit of stuff. I've got a couple people I'm working with right now on a few different things. Actually, talked to a couple publishing companies this week. I've got a couple people I'm working on websites for. They're a little delayed right now. They should have been done already. That's fully on me, but I'm working on getting funding together so that I can get everything done. But that being said, we are definitely getting things going. We are working towards making things better. We are working on getting everything 100% back into place. Few things that I have to get taken care of. Obviously, we got to get some funds going. Okay. I got to get Fabio. Nice to see you. How's it going? I need to upgrade a few bits of equipment. Pamela, nice to see you. How's it going? Grab a camera from Lamar Jackson. Oh, from a Lamar Jackson edit. I'll have to check that out. CapCut Queen question. What's up? I'm here to answer anything. Everlasting bad ass. Another liberal channel. Shaking my head. What makes you say that this is a liberal channel? Because I've never said anything that makes this a liberal channel. So try again. You gotta grab the camera. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, but no problem. CapCut Queen, possibly. Reach out to me in either my Discord or line chat, and we can talk about possibly making you a moderator. I don't have a lot of background, so I would like to get to know you a little bit better before I necessarily do that. Vitalik, nice to see you. Oh, I put my hand on the camera. Yeah, right now I'm using my phone to do everything with, as opposed to using my traditional camera. Let's see, we got Paulina. The whole thing is, and then we can go the whole thing, and then you will try. Well, thank you, and then we're going to be. Okay, great. It's for TikTok. Okay, not a problem. I'll have to check that out. James Duke of Buffalo, how's it going? Yeah, I grabbed my phone. Who is this dude? Mr. David. I am Wolfdt69, also known as Marketing Digital Solutions, and also known as the founder of the Empire Bond, and soon to be published author, or at least we're working towards that. That will definitely be something that's coming very soon. Put your hand over the phone. Why do I need to put my hand over the phone? But anyways, yes, I when I reached out, you saw my hand on the phone. because of the fact that I was adjusting a few things. For Lamar Jackson edit, oh, okay, hand over the phone. There we go. I don't know what you're talking about. He wants to make an edit of you. Okay, not a problem. Gotcha. Did that cover what you were asking for? Put the hand over the phone. But anyways, guys, like I said, I'm working on getting quite a bit going here. And by the way, if you think that that's going to get something, I don't know. Sure. Ted, how's it going? Hi, have you heard of the movie Predator? Yes, I've heard of Predator. It came out when I was a kid. And there's several movies of Predator, quite a bit. You owe me $2 from 2007. I'm pretty sure I don't. Especially since I haven't been on YouTube that long. I've actually only been on since 2023. So I don't know how I would owe you anything from 2007. But sure. Get the choppa. Get to the choppa. Not a problem. Yeah, that is a great line from the movie. He's quite a great bit of Schwarzenegger's works during my younger years. Urcha, how's it going? Nice to see you. So, like I said, guys, do you like anime? I do like several animes. Big fan of Bleach, Dragon Ball, both the original and Z. Even watched some of the GT. Quite a few others. Depends on what ones you're talking about. But there's several that I haven't checked out that I know are more the popular ones. I've never watched One Piece or have not watched Naruto yet. I know quite a few people are big fans of Naruto, but I've never gotten around to it. Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho. I could probably go on for a while. Mr. Oakley, how's it going? But anyways, guys, I just kind of wanted to touch base because I haven't done that nearly enough in a while, and I let quite a few things hold me up based off of the fact that, like I said, I can't do a lot of my edits and things like that I like to do. I can't do my overlays. My computer just won't handle it right now. I'm working on getting the computer upgraded. I'm working on getting the books out. I'm doing great, actually, Mr. Oakley. How are you doing? I'm also working, like I said, I'm working on getting the books out. A lot of the stuff is behind the scenes type of stuff that a lot of it is funding. Okay, I've got to get, like I said, I've got to get books published. I've got to get websites built. I've got 2 websites in the works right now. What is your favorite anime? Mine's Naruto. I think, honestly, probably my favorite one is probably Bleach. If you would have asked me before I watched Bleach, maybe Inuyasha, a couple others. Well, if you promised a full reveal at 1K subs, what happened? A foot reveal. About the time we hit 1K subs, we ended up with, I moved out here to Seattle. Things went kind of sideways. So we kind of had to take a step back for quite a while. Wolf, I'm a computer science student at UNI right now. Maybe we can collab on a website or something. Awesome. That's actually my neck of the woods. I actually did debate competitions at UNI for quite several years there. So yeah, reach out to me. Maybe we can work on a couple things. I'm actually, part of what I'm actually on here is one of the things about the Washington area. Some of you, if you've ever been out here, may know there's a thing called the Seattle Freeze. It's not always easy to make friends around the Seattle, Tacoma area. Not that people aren't nice. People are like very polite and everything are out here. But one of the things about the fact of the way they're polite, it's very surface level. It's not rude. It's not anything like that. It's just people are very guarded out here. I think it's a cultural norm. I also do think it has a lot to do with the fact that there's always such an influx of outsiders coming in here. Obviously, myself, I'm an outsider. I was born and raised in the Midwest. Spent most of my life in Iowa, a few years in Minnesota, several months in Colorado, but definitely transported to the Pacific Northwest and absolutely loving it up here. Um, but it is one of those things that just trying to get to the point of making friends, making connections, even, finding people to work with. Be it clients, be it people that want to collaborate with things, people, when in order I'm wanting to do that, it's easy. Oh, yeah, it's definitely not easy to relocate to someplace else, but it is definitely one of those things that, I'm really proud of the fact that I did this. And I'm really happy to be out here. And I do love the area. I think it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. As a matter of fact, probably the most beautiful place I've ever been in my life. And I've been from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast at this point. Have I covered all of the lower 48? By no means. And I've never been outside the United States. Though that will be changing this year with the fact that I am going to go up to Vancouver for Battlegrounds Brawl. But again, that's still the Pacific Northwest. It will be a trip outside the United States for the first time, but it's still, from what I understand, very culturally significantly the same as the Seattle area, which makes a lot of sense, especially considering the fact that the Seattle area, the bay that actually creates Tacoma and Seattle and all of that, actually extends up into Vancouver and some of that area. Like I've heard there's a lot of similarities. I do look forward to it, and it will be one of my first trips outside the United States ever, but it will definitely not be my last. As a matter of fact, one of the major things that I have set for a goal for myself within the next 5 years is to actually get my passport for the first time and get by the end of the next 5 years, I'd like to have it stamped in at least 5 countries. Like I said, I'm working on building the marketing firm. I'm working on publishing multiple book series. I have 2 book series I'm currently in the works with right now, one of which I wrote the full first book of, and the second one I'm about 130 pages into right now. Both of those are erotica series, but they're both based off of my 5-year plans, and they are empire building. They are about, doing all the things that I'm talking about doing here. The YouTube channel, the book series, is the marketing firm, all of that with a particular love interest in one of them and multiple love interests in the second series. These are things that I have a severe passion for because not only are they my way of self-reflecting forward what I am working towards building for myself, but also my way of opening up understanding of different communities, as well as showing that things can be done without necessarily having to go the traditional path. Quite a bit of what I'm doing, I want to make things better for a lot of people. I know one person mentioned at the beginning, "Oh my God, another liberal channel." Go ahead if you want to call me a liberal, whatever you want to call me. But I honestly, if you check my track record, even when I ran for my gubernatorial run in the state of Iowa, I ran as an independent. hey bro, that helps me out. So get an investing app and get stocks and shares and put some money in it. And the average interest rate is 7%. So you really good over the years. Yeah, no, actually, that is a great advice, especially if you're looking at a long term practice. It's actually something I started doing years ago and then kind of got set up. But I would say, especially if you're going to do like index funds, things like that, and you've got the time to just leave it and let it set for 10, 20, 30 years, especially if you're young enough that you can do that. I would recommend that overwhelmingly. Get yourself started investing young. Something I wish I had done myself. I wish when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had started investing even 20, $50 a month, a week, whatever I could do. I know very good and well that all the things I'm trying to fund at this point in my life would be overwhelmingly taken care of right now. You're 13, that's a beautiful time. There is actually, your parents can help you set up a an account, a brokerage account, and everything, and get you started. Take some of that money that you would throw away on video games or whatever. Not saying that you shouldn't throw away money on video games. Big preponderant for video games, always have been. But just take part of what you have and diversify it and put some of it towards your future. It would have made a huge difference for myself if I would have understood a lot of the things that I now understand in my 40s. So definitely one of those things. I advise it a whole lot. Spent your whole salary on MCOC. I will say I've spent quite a bit on MCOC that I wish I would have put in some different areas. Yeah, but my parents have their own and it will get mixed. No, there is actually a way that your parents can set up a fund that is completely and totally separate. There is a minor investing thing. It is a completely and totally it has to be contributed through your parents because it is a taxable thing. But there is a way that they can set it up so that it is separate from theirs, but still is your own thing. It does take a little bit of research, but you're young, you got time. Go ahead and do some looking into things. It is definitely a way that you can get into it. It's something I definitely plan, as I get things off the ground, I plan on doing for my grandchildren. I'm going to head back to work. Lunch break is over. No problem, man. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate your support. Look forward to talking to you more soon, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully work goes smooth. Nice to see you, Wolf. Take care. Best of luck. Thank you, Nathaniel. I appreciate you, man. Definitely you too. But like I said, guys, I mean, it is one of those things. I'm just out here trying to build something. So if there's people out here that, like, if you know people in the Pacific Northwest area that might, be looking to work with somebody, or, or even if you're not in the Pacific Northwest area and you want to reach out and work with me on projects, things like this, many of you know, or maybe you don't know, I've worked with quite a few upcoming YouTubers. I've worked with different people in the past. I've always been somebody who has been very open. I have jumped on Discord calls and line chat calls on numerous occasions, walked people through software, walked people through equipment that they can get, different things. I have to go, but the next time you do a live stream, I might be there if I can help. Not a problem. Feel free to stop in anytime. I don't know how often I'll be doing live streams right now, but happy as can be. So, and thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that overwhelmingly. Always appreciate all you guys' support. It means the world to me to have you guys on my side. It has been a huge difference in my life to watch this channel grow. It has made everything possible that I have done in the last several years. Even the fact that I moved to Seattle would never have happened if it hadn't been for this channel. Like I said, I'm extremely happy to be out here. I'm extremely happy to be working on the projects I'm working on. I cannot express enough how much I want to keep doing this. UVB76 said hi. Well, say hi back to them as well. I'm not 100% sure who that is, but at the same time, hi to them as well. I appreciate it. And hi to you as well, Kenneth Hood. So, guys, like I said, if you know anybody in the area that maybe, businesses that might need some help on things or with like some consulting and things like that, I get a bit longer. Awesome. I appreciate you stick around a little bit longer. If you're in the Pacific Northwest area and just want to hang out and get a chance to get to know me, things like that. I'm always looking to make new friends, things like that. Real-time monitoring assistance regarding UVB76. Okay, I will check that out. I have a question about YouTube. Shoot, like I said, I'm always here to give advice and help where I can. And like I said, if I can't answer it directly on here, I do. You can check all my socials in the description of the channel. My line chat and my Discord are both there, so feel free to reach out for further things there. And maybe if I need to go into more depth than what I can do here in a simple video or a simple live stream, simple enough, I'll be happy to do so. So yeah, anything you want to know, just feel free to ask, guys. Be it about YouTube, be it about marketing, be it about book writing. Is the pay good after 1K followers? It depends on a lot of factors. First off, it depends. It depends on what genre you decide to go in. Depending on what niche that you decide to go with, each niche pays differently. Gaming actually is the lowest paying niche that there is. Obviously, it's one of the lowest barriers to entry. It's one of the easiest things to get into. It normally has one of the larger audience followings, but that's why YouTube pays the least for it. Personal finance, tech, and lifestyle videos were the three that pay out the highest. So if you do videos about any of those things, they actually do pay out higher on those. But at the same time, too, one of the other factors too is fan funding, fan support, affiliate marketing, sponsorships. All of these things can be a factor as well. You'll see a lot of the gamers, even though that it is the lowest paying genre or niche as far as YouTube goes. I like to make cool edits of like anime using CapCut. That can be done. You got to be careful a little bit too, depending on you gotta watch copyright as far as that goes. There are limitations on how much of a particular thing you can have in there, things like that. But you've seen it. Plenty of us YouTubers will put in different small things. Dark Nick, nice to see you. Echelon Sentinel system. Okay, I will look into that as well. But there is a lot of different ways that you can make money through YouTube. Like I said, you'll see a lot of the gaming channels. I can name quite a few that I know personally. Seaton has made a pretty good living off of his channel. Raytheon, I know Raytheon well. They have some really good stuff. That's my time. No problem. Feel free, like I said, hit me up outside of this anytime you want. I can give you a few more details. But like I said, I can name quite a few. Ali A, oh my God. Um, uh, Gamer tips. I I don't know. I There's a ton of them that I personally follow. Even Prof Hoff made quite a bit of. He was able to buy a house for his mom, buy a house for him and his fiance before things went sideways. Was able to give back quite a bit to his childhood community. I know quite a few people who have made really good livings even doing game videos. It's a strategic thing and it takes time. I will tell you that that's one of the things. I don't care how much you think somebody was an overnight success. Mr. Beast is a great example. A lot of people think that he just blew up overnight, but if you actually look into a lot of his details, he had six completely and totally failed YouTube channels before he ever became Mr. Beast. It is a thing where you have to learn algorithms, you have to learn style, you have to learn to get comfortable in front of the camera, you have to learn how the ins and outs of things work, as well as just getting used to restricted access to Doctrine Stream, to Commander Sentinel, and Yellow Key auditories. Read only timeline projections for 48 hours or echo feedback tracking. Wow. Are you trying to get voice samples of me or something? Like, some of those words. But anyways, Kenneth, how's it going? Not quite for sure what all you're hinting at right now, bro, but like, cool. And if you want to deep fake me, you're probably wasting a lot of time. And on top of that, I have 300 plus videos on the channel, not to mention live streams and everything else. Go steal audio from them. Not to mention, on top of that, I'm by far not nearly famous enough to worry about. And on top of that, too, like right now, like I don't know what you're gonna get from me. I'm in debt, broke, and then some. Like, but I'm working on changing that, and by the time I get it all fully in place, which will be over the next couple of years, but I promise you, I will have more ways to verify my identity and verify and guarantee that I have protection on all my stuff than you could ever believe. I grew up very tech savvy. Mind you, technology has passed me by quite a bit, but I'm working on catching back up. So, like, I don't know what you're going for, but good for you, man. Try whatever you got. Like, love you, appreciate it. As a matter of fact, I kind of laugh quite a bit if I started to see deep fakes of myself. It'd be pretty interesting. My gubernatorial attempt was not extremely successful. And there's quite a bit about me that has not necessarily been successful. But I will tell you this much, and I realized it quite well recently. Everything that I thought I failed at was an important lesson that I needed so that I could get to today. I have learned overwhelmingly a lot of skills, a lot of life lessons, a lot of things that I have come to find out were just my ways of getting to today. They were the things they were the skills and the abilities that I needed to learn so that I could get to where I am today, so that I could platform to the next stage of life. And I promise you that you guys are going to see some amazing things coming out of me over the next couple of years. And I will be documenting every bit of it. As the firm grows, as the books are published, as all of it gets out there, as I get back to my full YouTube presence again, all of this stuff is a step towards building the entire empire of Bond and getting it all out there so that I can attract the right people into my life and so that I can help those who truly need it. Because the world is a very rough place to be in these days, and I am going to do my best to do everything I can to make things better. It is a passion project of mine to stand up and lift as many people up as I can. I am a very big proponent for the idea of reaching back. Just research the stuff your way off of course wrong assessment perceptive. I'm not messing with you. You check out UV76. It's interesting for the brain content hint. Nothing weird, my friend. Okay, not a problem. It was just some of the stuff. I never assume anything about anybody. As a matter of fact, I don't know how many times I've had somebody come on here and tell me story after story of something that I later find out is very untrue. That I still 100% am a firm believer that, like, I would rather give you the benefit of the doubt than even possibly think that anything is nefarious. Um, I've had people come on here and claim to be in severe motorcycle accidents that there's no possible way that they could have survived. I've watched people just absolutely tell me fabrications of countless things. I never think ill of anybody. I probably should think more ill of people considering the things I've been through in my life, but it's just not who I am. I really do think the best of people and want the best for people because it's just generally who I am. Because I've been through enough bad things in my life that I don't want to see anything bad for anybody. So I promote the idea of helping others when you can. I promote the idea of giving people the benefit of the doubt, and that's a lot of what I'm working towards. Um, as well as just the idea of um, the fact that part of the reason that I'm working on getting my marketing firm off the ground is so that I can help other people make their dreams come true, so that I can spread everything that they um, want out there, so that more people can find them and help them grow themselves, so that people don't necessarily always have to rely on the government, which is not necessarily very reliable, or rely on corporate America, which has become very greed based and doesn't really care about people anymore. Not that all companies don't care. I know there are companies out there that care. I've seen some amazing examples over the years, but I do see a lot of bad that happens in this world, and I'm not easily prone to just accepting that that's how it's got to be. So, um, however you want to look at me for that, I really don't care, honestly. I'll be 100% truthful with you. If people want to support what I'm doing and want to be part of, working with my marketing firm, if you want to read my books, if you want to join any of my YouTube channels, right now there's only one, but there will be a second one coming when I return in September. If you want to be friends, if you want to talk about polyamorous lifestyles, if you want to talk about, LGBTQ lifestyles, you name it. Which marketing firm do you work with? Actually, my marketing firm is Robert Bob Marketing and Digital Solutions. It actually is my own marketing firm. Started 8 years ago. The gays, I, I support anybody. As long as you're not harming anybody else doing what you love to do and being your genuine self, I'm 100% supportive of that. Okay? I I think we all should be. I think that's exactly what we should strive towards is the idea of just everybody accepting the idea of everybody. Online or offline, bro. You could actually check out my website. It's as a matter of fact, why don't we just do it this way? Um, there you go, guys. There is Robert Bob Marketing and Digital Solutions. I work with people. I have a couple clients I'm currently working on things for right now. Some of which I'm a little delayed on due to personal financial situations, both of which are very understanding of that situation. But I'm currently working on fixing that so that I can get it out there. But at the same time, like I said, I'm I don't shy away from anything of who I am, and I'm not going to hide anything about who I am or what I'm doing or anything like that. Um, I, I just don't. It's not that I don't care. It's that I'm not willing to hide any part of myself or any part of what I'm doing or building from the community. Mostly because I am quite well adamant that amongst the 8 billion people on this planet, that there is a tribe out there that is mine. Okay? We all have a group of people that we belong to and that we will be accepted amongst. And if you want to be part of mine, you're all welcome. Every one of you. I will champion you. I will lift your voice. I will do whatever I can to help you find your dreams. But I will never again lessen my voice for anyone else. Yes, I help build websites and marketing solutions for other companies. I do consulting, things like that. Um, Very happy to do so. Like I said, my whole entire goal is to lift up other people's voices and not just my own. I, I do believe that we can all grow together, that we can all become stronger together, and that the world can be a better place together. So, 100%, that's what I'm about. If you want to be a part of that, want to be part of a better world, better solutions, better ideas, come do so. I am 100% happy to support others and help other people grow. I created the post wall yellow key. Some should know, but you must not be my friend. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure what that is particularly, but feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, Discord, line chat. You can find me on Facebook. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of me at any point in time. Um, so feel free, guys. Like I said, I I've always been that person since I was young. And part of it was my own upbringing, and not because I had supportive parents or people that taught me the right way to do things. As a matter of fact, I got taught a lot of the wrong way to do things. But I spent a lot of time where I was the new kid in a lot of schools. Went to 13 elementary schools, was constantly picked on and bullied, spent a lot of time being abused at home, and went through a lot of bad stuff. And so I did my best to always find my ways to include others. I did that all in high school. I did that in junior high. I did that. I didn't do as much in elementary, mostly because, like I said, I bounced around to so many schools, especially in elementary school, that I rarely had time to have a friend for very long before I wasn't on my way to a new school. But even when I decided to go back to college in my 30s, I found an entire group of people who were outcasts in their high schools and things like that, and started playing D&D with them, started playing Magic with them, started playing Yu-Gi-Oh with them. Just we it started out as a group of, I think there was 12 or 13 of them when I first started hanging out with everybody, and by the time inspirational shepherd puppy. I'm Autumn and I'm 13 and I have ADHD and I keep getting bullied. I'm in school because I have blood violet eyes and no pupils on one of them. I am so sorry to hear that you're getting bullied. And you have a beautiful name. Autumn is actually a name that means a lot to me for a lot of reasons. Um, like I said, I have a line chat and Discord. Um, Please feel free to reach out to me. Talk to me anytime. There are people out there that will make sure that you get included. Um, and those that are bullying you, don't worry about them. You are amazing. I guarantee that. There is nobody in this world who isn't. Okay? So, tend to develop. I would love to see them. I bet they're absolutely gorgeous. Um, Violet, not velvet. Um, but don't. I promise you. What I was actually just talking about was that, like I said, when I got to college, I found a small group of 12 to 13 people that were, people that were outcasts in high school themselves. And we grew that group to over 100 people. That we took over quite a bit of the student center at my college, with people just playing Cards Against Humanity and Magic and D&D and um, Yu-Gi-Oh and you name it, whatever it was. It ended up being a whole group of people that, like, they felt so outcast in their own when they were growing up and in high school, and they all ended up. As a matter of fact, there was a entire Facebook group for years, where even as we all dispensed and went in different directions, we all stayed in contact, because you may be bullied and isolated right now, but I promise you, there are people out there that will overwhelmingly love you and accept you. Also, my proper name is Autumn. I will not read your full name. I have no parents or care, and I have to take care of my two little brothers, and my boyfriend cheated on me with my. I am so sorry to hear that. Um, I, I spent a lot of time helping my little brothers and sisters and others when I was a kid. Mind you, they came in and out of my life quite a bit. But you're very inspirational. Like, you're doing quite a lot, especially for your age. And I trust me, there's going to be amazing people out there that will care about you. As far as boyfriends, don't worry about them right now. Like, you're still a little young. It'll get better. I promise. You'll find your group. You'll find people. Eclipse, nice to see you. These The world is an interesting place, and people are a lot of the people that are bullying other people um, are normally. I'm very lucky. I survived, almost died of hunger, but kind man gave me food and milk. Just keep pushing. Every day can get better, and I promise they do. It's I've been through a lot of pain and a lot of bad times myself. Um, but as I went through those, I also went through a lot of really amazing times with a lot of really amazing people, and I have helped lift a lot of people's voices, given voices and inspiration to others. So I promise you, if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other, you may get pushed back from time to time, but it will get better. There are resources out there. There are programs out there. There are people out there that will help you, that will become your people. Ignore the haters. Most of them are normally jealous. Most of them don't understand. It's okay. I'm used to it by now. It's been 13 years since my parents died in a car crash. I'm very sorry that you lost your parents. Um, I grew up without parents myself. Um, my mom left when I was very young. My dad went to prison when I was in junior high. I ended up living part of my part of my junior high career and what was my high school career with my grandparents before ending up on the streets and homeless myself for several years. But I did find ways to. Kenneth, thanks for stopping in. Have a great day. But like I said, guys, just keep pushing. You will find your way, and you will find your people. And if you don't find your people, I'm your people. I will be everybody's people. If you want to be part of what I'm working on, or if you just want to hang out, or you need somebody to talk to, I can't always promise time right now, but I can tell you this much. I am very much so supportive. I have a large, not a large, but I have a decent group on Discord, and I link with several other YouTubers on Discord as well. Like I said, I have a decent sized line chat community as well. I mean, I would like to get to know you, but I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm actually a velvet lilac wolf. I have made my identity, I mean, I hide my identity. I understand. I understand. Be due diligent, okay? Like I said, you can create any identity you want on Discord or line chat. A lot of people for many years knew me under different names. Not that I had secret names or anything. It was quite a while before even people on this channel knew me as anything other than a wolf. There were quite a few people in the MCOC community that never knew me as anything other than wolf. Um, but many people have come to know my actual name and everything like that. Um, not because I was, not because I let them dig and find it out. Mostly because I just have been honest about things and I've told people who I am. And like I said, I have no plans of hiding anything from anyone anymore. Everything I'm doing is a culmination of everything else I'm doing. Um, like I said, the I'm actually very intelligent. Ask me 12 times tables between 1 and 12. Good. There's a lot of people, a lot of younger people that do not know the times tables anymore. So, um, congratulations on that, and steer into your intelligence. It is one of those things that I know when I was younger, a lot of people deterred intelligence. Um, a lot of people got picked on for being smart. So don't let that hinder you by any means. But like I said, guys, um, 12 times 20. Well, I guess you said 1 through 12. So let's do 12 times 5. Probably an easy one. I know it's an easy one, but you wanted one. There's one. Um, yep, 60 it is. Um, so, like I said, guys, I just wanted to really come on today for just a little bit, hang out for just a little while, and invite anybody, no matter if you're in the Pacific Northwest, no matter if you're in the Seattle or Tacoma area, no matter if you're in Washington, or 12 times 12 is 144. That is correct. No matter where you're at, if you want to collaborate on things, be it for marketing, be it for book writing, be it YouTube, mark anything, feel free to reach out and talk to me. I'm definitely working on growing each of those communities. If you want to support any of those things, also feel free to do so. I appreciate it. I know several people in the community that have already helped me out with reading the first book as I was doing the editing and stuff on that, and just growing. I'm not allowed on Discord, but I have your YouTube channel. Not a problem. Leave comments, things like that. I'll always answer you. I've never not answered anybody who's left a comment on my YouTube channel. So feel free, message me anytime, and we'll talk. But like I said, guys, I just wanted to say, give you guys kind of an update, and also invite anybody out there in the community, no matter if you're here on the live stream today, or if you watch this on the playback or whatever, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And if you want to work with me on anything or help support any of the projects that I have going, it is always appreciated. And know that I am fighting every day to return fully on things. No one cares or treats me like this. You're very welcome, and believe me, I do care. So, don't cry. It be happy. It's a good thing. So, and it's always nice to have people show that they care. So, but I just wanted to say hi, guys. Like I said, follow up with me any way that you feel to. I appreciate all of you, and I love you all 100%. I hope everybody has a great day, a great night, and pulls a God tier champion soon and is doing wonderful in life. And I promise you guys, I will keep doing updates on a regular basis. And as soon as I can, we'll get back to doing gaming videos. Your dog, Oliver, says hi. Hi to Oliver. I love dogs. So, you guys have a great day. I love you guys 100%, and I will talk to you very soon. Like I said, I'm going to start doing regular updates again until I can get back to doing gaming videos 100%. So, please, guys, keep going and keep fighting. Ad, nice to see you. Great to talk to you guys. But I am out of here for this afternoon, and I will be back sometime later this week to give you guys another further update, hang out, and talk to everybody. Again, love you all, and I wish the best for everybody. Feel free to hit me up anytime on any of my socials, and I will be talking to everybody very soon. So, have a great day. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.